Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever time it is when you're watching. I almost forgot to put on my ring. So, it's Friday for you, it's Sunday for me. This can't be better. And I'm in a tanker truck. My GPS is telling me I have 1 hour and 17 minutes left before I'm arriving at the gas station where I can fill up my own tank, because I can't drive as far as I would hope for on the amount of fuel I have. I have 3/4 of a tank, and yeah, normally when we are going up to Kiruna, where I'm going today, normally we would like to have a full tank directly from the depot, from the garage, from the office. But today I don't have that, and I have to take a short break and fill up the truck's own tank on the way up. Yeah. And something else that happened today, this morning, was I had to actually jump start the batteries. Yes, I had to jump start my batteries in this truck. For some reason, I don't know why, I've been trying to contact the driver who was driving this before me, if there's been any issues with the truck's batteries, but I couldn't get a hold on him, so I will try to contact him later and ask if there's been a problem with the batteries, with the charging of the batteries and whatnot, because they were completely dry. I couldn't even, it just sounded like, yeah, just bad. Nothing happened and everything turned black. So I have to contact him about that. But yeah, I had to jump start the batteries, and we luckily do have a big charger, one of those big yellow things, that I could connect to the truck batteries, and I could set it so I would be able to jump start and don't have to wait for him to charge the batteries fully. Now that also means that I am not gonna be able to turn off the ignition or the engine at all for a couple of hours or a couple of kilometers, tens of kilometers. So I'm letting the batteries charge, and luckily this is a Scania, most trucks do have this. This is a Scania, so I can go in here in settings and boom, there I have the battery power. So I can see that I have right now 28.3 volts. I have a minimum at 20 volts and I have a maximum of 36. Now obviously I don't want to go above 30 because that is overcharging the batteries, but I don't want to go under 26 volts as well. Now 28 is basically the perfect amount. For you Americans, you may know that your trucks are mostly in 12 volts, but European trucks are running on 24 volts. So if you have a truck, I think it's Freightliner and some other brand that is European owned, Freightliner is driving on, I think those are the Mercedes owned trucks. I don't remember. Mercedes are the owners, and they're running with the Mercedes engine, which also means those engines and those gearbox are on 24 volts. Now the truck itself, everything else in the truck is 12 volts, which means they need to have a converter from 12 volts to 24 volts, which is a big no-no issue. Oh man, because that transformer will fry at some point, and you're gonna be standing there with basically your dick in the hand and the module in the other hand and be like, what the hell happened? I know Trucker Josh, who is another YouTuber, had this issue where his transformer actually did fry, and he had to replace that, otherwise he wouldn't be able to, you know, his gearbox wouldn't function that good, because the transformer he have is in his truck, which is a Mercedes engine and gearbox, automatic gearbox, is running on 24 volts, but the rest of the truck is 12 volts, which is a big issue for him if that module, that transformer module from 12 to 24 is getting fried. And now, as I said, it's gonna go to Kiruna today, which means there's gonna be sceneries. I hope you enjoy your stay. So, shit went down today. As you know, I'm driving the tanker truck, obviously. I showed you in the beginning that I'm driving the tanker truck, and I'm still doing, but shit went down. I'm still shaking about it, because I was, believe it or not, but I was close to a near-death experience. I was so freaking lucky that I managed to get the truck up and the trailer back up on the road. And this was all caused because a driver from a foreign country, not from Sweden, or actually two drivers, they were following tight, close behind each other. They were, and the first one passed me, and nobody came, it was all clear. He passed me legally, or speed-wise, not legally, but he were passing me and could do it clearly without having a meeting car. Then the other truck decided that he wanted to pass me as well, because he's, what I assume was his dad, and there was such a age difference between these two drivers that I assume that it was father and son driving. Now the other driver, the younger one, passed me as well, or started to pass me as well. And while he was passing me, right when he started, I saw a car coming up and, you know, gonna meet us. So I honked my horn, and I held my horn down till I saw no further that I could, you know, I need to grab my steering wheel with my both hands and see what the hell is going down. And obviously he was, you know, starting to turn in to the right lane again. And he didn't fully pass me before he started to turn. Even halfway. He wasn't even halfway passing me, and he started to switch lane back to the right lane. This ended up with my trailer, the whole trailer, down in the ditch, and the back part of the truck as well, or almost the whole right side of the truck was down in the ditch. Luckily, a parking spot, one of those you can see every now and then down the road, one of those parking lanes came up in front of us, or in front of me, and I got the truck back up on that one, on the asphalt, and I managed to drag up the trailer as well on the road. Now, this road is known as the Road of Death, and if shit was really wanna go down, I would be one of those. One in the statics that would have gone down on this road. Later on, I confronted these two drivers. I was lucky enough that they have stopped at a rest area and you know, checking up on their cargo. Apparently, I think the white truck, you will see the pictures after this, or maybe here on, right here in front of you right now. But anyhow, the trailer that they have open on this picture was a trailer that was passing me and then forced me down the ditch. Now, I could have stayed up on my road, on the road. I could have done that and taking the damages on the truck itself, you know, when he is forcing with his trailer on my truck. I could have done that and gotten a lot of damages to the truck. But you know, when you're feeling it's going, you know, something is coming on the left side, you want to go to the right side, and you're trying to watch him, but you're not watching the trailer and the ditch, how close you are, and all of a sudden, well, shit's going down. But anyhow, I confronted him later, and you will see that I'm storming out through from my truck. I am almost outside of the truck before it even stops. Now, I muted the sound because of the loud music and the loud radio that was in the background, but I am literally outside of the truck before it's coming to a complete stop. Yeah, I was kind of pissed off. The adrenaline was shaking up me, and you know, yeah. So kind of suck I didn't have the GoPro on at that time, because I called my boss directly after this accident and explained what happened, and I told him that it was a shame that I didn't have my dash cam on, because I usually want to have it on when I see another trucker come from a former country coming behind me and they want to pass me. So I usually start up the GoPro at that time and, you know, start recording, because shit will happen most likely when they pass, because they are not driving legal speed limit or anything like that. So, and he said as well, well, that kind of sucked I didn't have my GoPro on, because we could add a registration number. Well, that is the lucky part. I managed to get up to them again, catch them up and confront them, and I was screaming like no tomorrow to them. And the guy in the blue shirt, he was the actual driver. He was causing all this problems with me, and he was so freaking afraid, man. He started to shake, and I could see it in his eyes, on his face expression, that he was so afraid that he wanted to jump into his truck and just hide. The other guy, he was like, what happened? It was like a big question mark. No shit, I'm pissed. So yeah, well, I'm gonna enjoy my lunch, because I have my lunch break right now, and the truck is on the other side of all these bushes. I just wanted to go out to the nature because it's a beautiful sight. You can see it? Yeah, you can. That is the beautiful sight I have behind me. But there's a couple of bushes here. I'm gonna take a pee break as well. You know, letting it out in the nature, all that goodie. But so I'm back in town, and I don't really know what to say. I'm tired. That is for truth. It's been a little bit too excited day today. Near-death experience is one way to express it. Well, it's all depending on how you see it. As I told you before, I had a truck from Estonia, or from yeah, I think it was from Estonia. At least one of the truck had a EST mark on it, Estonian mark, and I think the other one had a DK, which is oh, let's, you know, is that Denmark? No, DK, what the hell is that? That was the mark on the trailer, but the truck itself was, I think, EST as well, because they did look like a father and son driving those trucks. So I would assume that they are, you know, father and son at least. And now the younger guy actually forced me down to the ditch, and I was lucky to get up again on the road, and it was pure luck, or as some people might say, God was with me. God was at my side at that moment. I'm sorry, but I'm not a full-time believer of God and higher power. You know, I see no proof of that, so to say. But it's possible. That is true. You never know. You know, a fate is a fate, and if you believe in God or whatever religion you are in, it's, you know, it's up to you what you want to believe in, and I choose to not believe in any of the religions. But at the same time, I don't believe at what the scientists are saying, because they can deny it, and then they can't say, you know, this is correct. So they can't say neither if it's false or truth, that we have a higher power of gods. But anyhow, I was pure luck that I managed to get up from the ditch. It was freaking close that I flipped my truck down the ditch, and I would be lying there upside down most likely, because this truck is really top heavy when it's fully loaded. So yeah, that was an experience I don't wanna be a part of again. Hopefully never again, but you never know. Those freaking truckers from other countries, they can't drive for shit, can't follow Swedish laws and whatnot. They don't give a freaking shit about what they are doing. And I can tell you, he didn't even think about stopping and make sure that I was okay. They just floored it, and was the only thing that was going through their mind was, we need to get out of here. If he's flipping down the ditch, we need to get out of here. That was the only thing going through their minds when they saw me going down the ditch. And they were so freaking scared of me when I finally catch up with them and confronted them. Fucking douchebags. And now, if you did like this video, give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't. If you didn't like this video, well, you know what to do. Give me a thumbs down. Leave a comment down below if you have any questions. Do it as well down below in the comments field. And also do remember to check out my links to all my social media thingies down in the description. Now also I want to say that I may or may not upload any vlogs per se the next couple of days, the next upcoming week, because of the reason what's been happening today, because I feel a little bit shaky, and right now I don't know if I'm gonna have a job or not this week. So you know, I need to focus on what's going on and what's gonna happen. So yeah, but hopefully I will be feeling the strength to make some videos and upload something at least. So till next time, see you in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.